Hello, successful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but it's good to be back here. And this time, I am bringing you something that is specifically for you, not your customers, not your neighbors, nobody, specifically for you. You need to be pampered and be taken care of course. So, today I'm going to be talking about 20 things that you can do as a fashion designer to ease stress off you. Yes, the truth is, as a fashion designer, tailor, or what have you, in fact, whatever business that you do that is more like an handwork or something, it takes a lot of stress from you, and sometimes you really don't pay attention to that. You just want to keep working because you probably have deadlines that you feel like, oh, I need to meet this deadline, I need to do this and that, so you forget about yourself and you're concentrating on the job, which may be a little bit okay, but then it's not so okay, because if you don't give your body the rest that it needs, it will break down automatically. That's the truth. I'm not a health professional, no way, but I definitely know that if your body is saying sleep and you are saying no, I have work to do, sleep, I have work to do, one day the body will never ask you again to just break down, and you really don't want that. So stay tuned while we discuss 20 things you can use to ease yourself as a fashion designer from any stress whatsoever. You don't have to spend money. Well, if you're spending money, you're not spending up to 500 naira. So stay tuned. So before we go into this, I would like to appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys have been amazing, like seriously. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you're actually a first time subscriber, you are watching for the first time, please subscribe. You cannot afford to miss all the good things that we are bringing your way. Like this season, we are back and better, trust me. So please share as much as possible to subscribe. Tell your friends, share this video, in fact, this particular video, you need to share it with almost every fashion designers you know. You need to share it with them. All fashion designers that you know. These people work a lot and they don't rest. So please share with them, because this one they are even doing is not as if they will be taking like a 5 days off or anything, and it's really cheap. Like all the things I'm going to show you is extremely cheap, things that you can do yourself, things that you can, just maybe with 100 naira or 200 naira, you sorted it out. Okay, so you can do this, and of course this does not apply only for Nigerians, it applies for anybody everywhere, and even if you're a business owner. All right, so thank you, please subscribe, and thank you for all the people that used to comment. I see your comments, guys, and I salute you. Don't worry, I'm thinking of trying to mention probably people that comment, first people to comment. I'll probably mention them in the next video I'll be making, just so that you know that I see you, I appreciate you. So whether you're first to comment or you're last to comment, we can't even get any last to comment because people will keep commenting. But once you comment, you click the like button, you subscribe, I see you and I really appreciate you. You guys are successful people, I've said that already, so thank you so much. Now, the number one thing that you can use to ease stress off you while you are working, you know that you are tired, you have been working all day long, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, you've been working for like 10 hours, you did not stand up from that place. Number one thing. So now, before I even say this, how did I get all of these things I'm about to tell you? This particular thing I'm talking about, I made a post on it on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, like 20 things you can do to ease stress off you as a fashion designer. Yes, to ease stress as a fashion designer. And I just posted that question, and a lot of people wrote different comments. And so this thing I'll be discussing with you are practicals in which people have done and it has worked for them. And I just picked out about 20 of them. There were lots of comments. I picked out about 20 of them, and then I decided that, okay, let's bring this to our YouTube family here, and so that you guys can also benefit. And then you get to see my face, then you get to see me talking about it. So number one, let's go. So the number one, as surprising as it can be, is playing games. Yeah, and the fastest way you can even get those games by playing them on your phone. So one of the designers that commented said she just takes time off and play games. And the truth is, I realize that this thing is good. Sometimes maybe at the end of this video I'll tell you some of the things I do personally, but playing games takes your mind off what you're doing immediately, because playing games are competitive, so you are putting some focus on, oh, I need to win this, I need to get to the next stage, I need to do this and that. Because the truth is, sometimes even if you're not doing anything and you left that sewing just to rest or take some time off, you might still be sewing in your head. If you're someone like me, Sometimes I actually saw in my head, even after I've left it, I'm like, okay, what's the next thing I want to do? I'm trying to iron now, add some interfacing, then attach some things. My mind is calculating. So you need to shift your mind away from what you are doing, and then direct it into something else. Even though it might not be so productive at that time, but you want to actually shift your mind and your whole body from something productive. It's very okay for you to do something else. Just like you're not doing it for a very long time. You're not playing games for 10 hours a day or 5 hours a day. Just, you can take maybe like 30 minutes or 1 hour off, just doing something else that your mind is attached to it. So yes, playing games. An example of games, you can play Candy Crush, you can play, a guy suggested Match Master. I think that's a football game. You can do that, and there are a series of games online that you can also play. You can also get a partner to play maybe Scrabble or Monopoly or all of these games with, or even Ludo or anything. But if you don't get a partner, sure, your phone is there for you. All right, so let's move to number 2. So number 2, this one I love so much, and I do it even while sewing, while I'm not sewing. I do it every blessed day. Every blessed day. And if you know me very well, you can guess. So number 2 is listening to music. Now I must point out that this might not work for everybody. Not everybody is a music lover, I think, but I think quite a lot of people might like listening to music. So just look for the music that works best for you, the one that gingers you, motivates you when you are listening to them. So you want to play that, either plug in your earpiece or just play. What I do is I have an MP3 player that will blast it out, and I'll just be playing and I'm listening to it and I'm dancing, and if it's a worship song, I'm just singing along and just worshiping God. So that also helps. In fact, for me, while sewing, I like, if you really want me to sew fast, I actually play music to help me, to aid me. It's like food for the belly for me. It gives me, like, my energy booster. When you drink energy drinks, music is an energy booster for me. So I use it while sewing, while not sewing, while resting, while going out, everything. But while you are sewing or when you are done sewing, you can just take time off and then listen to music. And even while sewing, it could help you to take your mind off the stress and focus it on something else. Also make your work faster. Number 3. So number 3 is you need to take time off and watch a good movie. Yes, watch a good movie. And you can watch a comedy movie, you can watch the latest movie. Thank God there's Netflix now, but if you don't have Netflix, go to YouTube or go on all these download websites where you can download decent movies and just watch them. Like, most times I think movies are like 50 something minutes or 1 hour or 1.5 hours or 2 hours. So that little time you use, if you are someone like me, sometimes I even sleep in the process of watching the movie, but if it's a very nice movie and maybe it's getting me along, I can watch. But you also want to be careful, because if I judge based on my own experience, most times some of the movies I like to watch are movies that are educating, that talks about business, that helps me in learning. So if you are watching those kind of movie, you are still not resting. Yes, you are still not resting. Don't be like me. You are still not resting, because when you are watching it and it's teaching you things, you want to start jotting some things down or taking notes of something. So your mind is still working. What we are trying to get at this time, what we are trying to talk about, is you are taking yourself off any work. You're not doing anything at all. You're just doing something that is not really that you can't term as work. So watch a movie that is not stressful. Watch a movie, or if that is how you relax, by watching educative movie, then go ahead and do that. And just let me put this in this video. Very soon we're going to be having a YouTube video that I'll be posting here, that I'll be talking about a fashion design movie. I'm watching the movie currently, and because of you guys, I'm actually jotting down so many things, that like tips and some tricks that they use. The movie is a fashion design movie. I'm not going to say the name now, because when the YouTube video comes, when I record it, you are going to get everything, including the name and all the tips that I really think will help. Trust me, I've written like a whole page. Yes, I think it's up to a whole page, and I'm just in maybe like episode 2 or 3 of the movie, and it's still up to like 12 or so. So just watch out. Like, put on the notification button for this YouTube channel and subscribe if you have not, so that you don't miss that particular video. I don't want you guys to miss that particular one. All right, so let's move on to number 4. So this particular one, someone suggested is this number 4, and it surprised me a lot, because I've used that particular recipe while I was trying to lose weight at a point. Don't mind me, but I was trying to lose weight at a point, and I used that recipe. I don't know if it worked or not because I was using a lot of things. But she said that's what she uses to take stress off her. Remember, we are getting all those points from the comments people made online. So what's number 4? What she said that is now our number 4 is turmeric, garlic, and ginger. Put everything in a warm water and drink before bed. I don't know how that works. I've not tried it before, but I'm willing to try it. So maybe any day I'm really stressed from work, I would do all of that, fix it in a warm water. I've tried that before, but not to ease off stress. I tried it because I was given that as a recipe to lose weight. So I think what I would suggest is you should not do that frequently, because if it really works in losing weight, you might lose weight. But if it's something you just take once in a while, that, oh, let me just take this to just ease off stress, to ease stress off me, and go to bed so you sleep well, then it's fine. So she says she does it really works well. By the next day she's energized and everything, and it's healthy anyway, so I'm not sure it causes any harm. You can try it. Turmeric, garlic, and ginger, putting all of that in a warm water and drinking it before bed. So just take a little, try it out and see how it works. Now let's move to number 5. Number 5, this one works like magic. Everybody needs it, everybody does it. Most fashion designers don't want to do it. Number 5 is sleep. My dear sisters and brothers, sleep. Once you are stressed, take time and sleep. A lot of us do overnight work, especially if especially if you are working from home. Because some of us don't have closing times and opening times, so you are working all through the night, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. you're still sewing. All of us are on this table together, so don't worry, I'm not even counting myself out. So you're working all through. Even some of you that have your studios outside home, you work outside home. Some of you have sewing machines in your house, so that when you close from work, you bring the clothes to the house and continue sewing, and overnight you're still sewing. Please, regardless of that, there are times when you really need to meet deadlines, but create time to sleep. If what works for you is sleeping in the afternoon, please go ahead and do that. Sleep, have a specific time. You really have to be intentional about these things. So take time to sleep. Maybe it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes. 30 minutes cannot do, so please just leave 30 minutes out of it. 1 hour, take time to sleep. Because one magic that sleep does is, no matter how tired and stressed you are, once you sleep well and wake up, you would be energized. So please sleep. Now let's move to number 6. So number 6 is very simple. It is drink and take your bath with hot water before going to bed. Yes, because you are working with the machines, you've been bending to cut, standing to iron, all of those things. So all your body is just, really doing you somehow. So I do think that, I think even people do it normally. You can take a warm bath and then drink warm water. So drinking warm water allows that what's the English I'm going to use now? The effects of that warm water that will happen on your outer body. I think drinking the warm water also allows it to happen on the inside of you, which makes you feel good from the inside. So do that as well. All right, so let's move to number 7. Number 7 is sweet too. Number 7, this person says take a cup of ice cream. Yeah, you can do Cold Stone, whichever one works for you, but take a cup of ice cream. It's going to make you relax, really. Like, imagine sewing and you just say, let me just take some time off, and you sit down and you just scoop that cold cream. Take a cup of ice cream. After you do that, eat some biscuits. I would like to add that. Eat some biscuits, relax, gist with someone, and then continue sewing. It works. So get excited for number 8 now. Number 8 is as easy as possible. This one is even making it general. Take a break. Yes, take a break. So all of these things we are saying is really in between. Like, when I say in between, I'm talking about in between sewing. So it could even be like in a whole day, you are putting this in. You are fusing them into your plan for the day. So if your goal is to work from 10 to 5, have a time for a break. So if you work from 10 to 5, you're not sitting on the machine, cutting, doing everything all from 10 to 5. Maybe you can do maybe by 1 or by 12, you are taking a 30 minutes break, or you're taking a 1 hour break. So you're doing something else aside sewing. So you can, all of the things we've mentioned before, you can do that in between, but please fix this inside your timetable. All right, this number 9, I like it. Number 9. So number 9 is, in fact, this person wrote it 3 times. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Yes, delegate. As much as you want to do everything yourself, please, you can't do everything yourself. If not, you are going to collapse. So please delegate. And if you probably don't have staff, you can say, oh, I would love to delegate, but I don't have people I can delegate to. Let me give you an example. If you're making a dress and you need to weave the inside of the dress, well, this example, if it applies to you, you can use it. But if you need to weave the inside of the dress, instead of you being the one to sew all the dress, iron and do everything, and then now come and weave again because you have weaving machine, if you have a lot of work and you're stressed out, you are really stressed out, please, there are people who you would pay and they'll weave the inside of the clothes for you. Yes, you pay them and they'll weave the inside. That's what they do, and they'll weave the inside of the clothes for you. It's not about, oh, I have the machine, I don't waste money. You're taking care of your health. It's not wasting money, and taking care of your health requires money. How much do you want to give them? Maybe in my area, they weave the inside of a cloth 100 naira, 200, depending on where you are anyway, but you should at least do some of those sometimes. Not that you can't weave it yourself, but because the work is too much, and you, instead of weaving, you are supposed to do some other things, but, or you can take a break. The period where that person is weaving for you, you can really take a break. Another thing you can do is, maybe if you are supposed to wash the garments after you finish everything, maybe because it got dirty, maybe you're making wedding dresses now, you're making a garment that is white or in fact any color, and it got dirty, why not give it to a dry cleaner? Of course, if the money the customer paid can you can afford to do that inside of the money the customer paid, then please go ahead. Sometimes you want to get all the profits. When you get all the profits and you now go and spend it in the hospital, it's not good though, because now when you spend it in the hospital, you will deprive yourself of time that you're supposed to use to work, and then you're still paying hospital bills. But if you use the time when you are using to work in a bid to go so that they admit you at the hospital, use that time to give it to the dry cleaner. Let the dry cleaner do it for you. The time the dry cleaner is using to wash, you are using it to sleep or watch a movie or relax or drink a cup of ice cream. And when you want to now work, nobody is saying, oh no, you have to still be on bed rest. You can go back and work yourself and still be in charge of your time. Okay, so please delegate, delegate, and delegate. Now let's move to the next one. So number 10 that I think people don't do a lot, and if you do what's this health and this thing, there's a course on health. I've forgotten. I did the course when I was 7, but forgotten. They tell you to do stand up and exercise your body. So stand up and stretch. Number 10 is stand up and stretch. So at intervals you can actually stand up and stretch. So maybe you've been working and sitting down for like 2 hours. Stand up for like 2 minutes and stretch every part of your body. Sometimes the bones really need to stretch as well, because you've been sitting for too long. So stand up and stretch. In fact, when you're sitting for too long, some part of your thighs will be paining you, so you need to stand up and stretch. That's pretty easy. Okay, so number 11 is, this is similar to watching movies, but in this case, this is watch comedy skits. This helps to elevate your spirit somehow, and elevates even, so when your spirit is elevated, somehow your body tends to just, resonate with it. So watch comedy skits that you feel like, oh, this is really funny, and then you can laugh. So when you're watching them, you're forgetting about work at that moment. So watch comedy skits. You can watch people like Kiki, watch people like Mr. Macaroni, watch what's the name of this lady, Taoma. You can watch Taoma. You can also, there's this Christian, this is not a comedy kit anyway, but it just helps you. Anora Media TV, you can watch them, and there are several others that you can watch. You can go on Instagram, you can check YouTube, you can find them even on Facebook. I think some of them are there. You can watch those comedy skits, and they're going to really relieve you of some stress. Okay, number 12 now, let's rush. So number 12, some people might find it interesting. Personally, I still feel like it's work, but different things. So the reason why we even have up to 20 options for you is because different things work for different people. So number 1 to 10 might not work for you, and maybe it's number 19 that will work for you. So please, whichever one works for you. But this one is going online and checking out other fashion designers' styles so you can get inspiration. So some people find it comforting to just go online and check other designers' designs. They find this interesting. I think I personally find it interesting, but it's work for me anyway. So you can go online and then check some designs, check some favorite designers locally and internationally. Just check them out and say, oh wow, this is really nice, and you're looking at how the person did it, but you see a little bit of work kind of, because your brain is still going to start checking, how did they put this, how did they do that, how did they do this, you know. But if it works for you, please go ahead. So let's move to the next one. So number 13 is go for a walk. So somebody suggested that you should please go for a walk. So in the process of going for a walk, you actually tend to stretch your body, relax, think of other things. You're seeing different people along this side and this side, and like, how is this one dressed like this? You know, if you're in Lagos, you see different things when you're going for a walk. So you're like, how is this one dressed like this? Why is this one doing this? Oh, who are these people that are arguing? So your mind is, you know, out of work. So you get to relax and see different things. Basically, your mind is just shifted away from work. So number 14, this one, I recommend it a lot. Drink water. Drink plenty. Personally, for me, I have a bottle of water that I always have beside me anytime I'm walking. So while I'm walking, I drink. It's good to always stay hydrated. It also helps to energize you. So you want to drink water as much, even when you're not walking. I think doctors do recommend that you drink lots of water. So from time to time, you can get a water bottle. You know, you just regular, you can get the plastic water bottle. I think they sell for about 500 naira, 600 naira, at most 1,000 naira. So you're not getting something fancy, just something to help you have a lot of water in a container that will be close to you. So you can do that and then drink them at intervals. So when you're tasty, when you're not tasty, drink them at intervals. They help a lot. All right, so now we're going to stop at number 15 so that this video will not be too long. I believe that you're going to get a lot of things from 1 to 15. So last and final one, which is number 15, is dance whichever way you like. So this, somebody suggested this on one of our WhatsApp groups, and she said she plays music and then sat down. You know, it's everybody that knows how to dance, so but it's just you alone. Even if it's not you alone, if you have staff, please don't look for I don't know how to dance, I don't know what steps to take. Dance whichever way. You have your own personal dance style, so dance whichever way you know how to dance. You know, dancing is also a form of exercise, so you can dance and then, you know, just feel excited from the inside. Relax yourself before you now go back to working. All right, so I really hope that these 15 options help you to ease stress off yourself. You deserve the best. At the end of the day, you can also go on vacations, go for a trip, you know, but of course all of those things cost some money. But this 15, I believe that the highest I think might cost you is maybe 1,000 naira, and that's if you are getting a water bottle. Every other one is something you can do. Standing up does not cost you anything. Going for a walk does not cost you anything. Okay, so there's no excuse. So if you are going to do any of these, please write in the comment section which one you're going to try out. Personally, for me, I'll be trying out the turmeric, garlic, and ginger. Yeah, and I said I was going to tell you some of the things that work for me. So I also listen to music. I drink water. In fact, I think I said most of it. I drink water. I watch movies, and I think I sleep sometimes. So all of those things really work for me. And if I remember any other one, I'll just put it in the comment section. But please, whichever, if you have tried any other one as well, maybe you also want to add to this, so maybe I'll leave the remaining 5 for you guys to, you know, write in the comment section, so that you make it 20 things that fashion designers can do to ease stress of themselves. So the remaining 5, just write, list like 5 things that you do personally that you think can also help others, and we would really appreciate that you contributed to this. So once again, don't forget to subscribe. Remember the videos that are coming up, so don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. That notification bell allows you to be the first to see the video when we drop it. All right, remember also to share this video with your friends. Remain successful. The grace of the Lord will be with you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, and bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.